Topsy and Tim Learn to Swim. Topsy and Tim were learning to swim. Mommy took them to the swimming pool nearly every day. Mommy helped them put on their swimming things and blow up their armbands. She put their clothes safely in a locker. They all had to walk through a foot bath on their way to the pool to make sure their feet were clean. There was a small pool for beginners like Topsy and Tim. It was full of happy, noisy children. "Race you to the water," shouted Topsy. Topsy's feet skidded. Mr. Pollock, the swimming instructor, rushed to save her. "Never run near the pool," he said. "The floor is wet and slippery, and it's very hard if you fall and bang your head." Topsy and Tim went down the steps into the pool. Mommy went in with them. The water came up to Topsy and Tim's middles. They held onto the rail and kicked as hard as they could. "Mommy did get splashed. Keep your legs straight," she said. "Now let me see you swim, dog paddle," said Mommy. Topsy paddled like a puppy. Her armbands helped her to float. Tim paddled hard. He splashed more than Topsy, but his legs kept sinking. "Do you think you could swim without your armbands?" asked Mommy. "Of course," shouted Tim. "I'm a champion swimmer." First, Topsy stood in the water a few steps from the side. Then she pushed forward in the water and dog paddled to the handrail. "Well done, Topsy," said Mommy. "You can really swim now." Then it was Tim's turn. He tried hard, but his feet would not float. "Never mind," said Mommy. "You must put your armbands back on." "Can I help?" said a kind voice. It was Mr. Pollock, the swimming instructor. He told Tim to bob right down until the water was up to his chin. "Now walk along and pull the water back with your hands," he said. Tim paddled hard with his hands. Then he kicked up and down with his legs. "Look at me," he gasped. "I'm swimming." And he really was. Mommy helped them to get dressed and dry their hair. "Won't Dad be surprised when we tell him we can swim without our armbands?" said Tim. Dad was waiting for them in the snack bar. "Dad, we can swim!" cried Topsy. Dad was pleased. He pointed to a poster on the wall. "There's going to be a swimming competition," he said. "You can swim in the beginner's race, Topsy and Tim." The next week, Dad, Mommy, Topsy and Tim went to the big pool for the swimming competition. There were short races. There were long races. There was a race for children swimming on their backs. Last of all, there was a beginner's race in the beginner's pool. Mr. Pollock blew his whistle to start the race. Topsy swam dog paddle as fast as she could. Tim was left behind, but he knew what to do. He bobbed right down in the water until it reached his chin. Then he paddled hard with his hands and feet. Everyone cheered as the children swam slowly across the pool. Topsy and Tim didn't win the race, but everyone got a beginner's badge because they had all reached the other side. Topsy and Tim have all sorts of new experiences just like you. Read all about them in Topsy and Tim's Learnabout storybooks. Look out for the other titles in this series. The end. If you like our book, please subscribe, like and share our video with family and friends.